Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Hello, Saul. Welcome to the stream. Do, 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 do. How's your day going? Is it going good? Hopefully, it's going well. Do, 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 do. Hello, uh, Frozzy Tango. Or are you King Froglet, actually? I have no idea. Good at singing? If you say so. Thank you. Okay. There we. What? What do you mean file cannot be viewed because you're offline? What? Quite well. How about you? I'm doing good actually. I finally got good sleep. I actually ate breakfast. I finished some line art and I finished some rendering on another drawing. It's going good. Going good indeed. Let me see. Hello, I love bread. Welcome to the stream. I'm getting music. Let me see. I could do that one, right? That one, or maybe that one. How about I do? I'll do that song. I also need to set up the chat so I can actually, readily see the chat while I'm drawing. Hello, Ray One Girly. Okay, can I just not play songs? It's a little bit annoying. What do you mean I'm offline? I'm quite online. Okay, fine. Here's what I'll do. I'll turn you off, and then I'll turn you back on. And then let's see if that works. Hello, Hugo. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let me just open up Dropbox. What do you mean? Can I not activate Dropbox or something? Guess you'll have to sing if you want music, it seems. Nah, it should be fine. It should be fine. Hold on. I don't even think I... Okay. Yes, how are you guys' day? I guess I know how Saul's day is, but what about you guys? Okay, let me... Any song? Does any song work? How about Edge of the Universe? I haven't played the song in a while because it's too repetitive. Karaoke stream when? What do you think I am? No karaoke stream. I assure you, you don't want that. What's interesting? Why? I mean, I guess, yeah, those two are like renders, but like that one isn't exactly a render, but okay. I'm pretty sure did I not just try? Okay, let me open Edge of the Universe, please. A musician of Singularity? No. Yeah. No. Okay, what do you mean, though? Actually, what do you mean? Do I have to, let me, okay, let me open up, let me close this, and then let me reopen it. Arguably, I probably should have done this before stream. Usually I have this open before I start stream, but hello, Faith. Welcome to our wait, who's our stream? Welcome to my stream. Welcome to the stream. How is it going? Are you doing good? Hopefully. It seems the internet and electronics are our enemy. The thing is, the internet's actually working. I don't know why it's struggling so much on this. I'm pretty sure this happened before, but I don't know why. I never actually got it figured out. Why is this a problem? Well, I don't know. I don't even have a jacket on today. Are we working now, or are we still cooked? Okay, that's working. I'll play the song for a second. I'll be right back. Just go get a hoodie. The song is so succinct and beautiful way to put it. Do I have, you know what? Yeah, sure. Okay. I'll wear this now. This is what I'm wearing. All right. Technical difficulties are done. Don't worry, guys. I'll sing for the stream. Okay, there you go. Let me start the stream. Honestly, I'm not gonna have the song repeating that much. I don't actually like this song that much, mainly because, well, yeah, I just don't know. Just explain yourself. What is that thumbnail? I'm confused. That thumbnail is my line art actually. Hold on. Let me see. It would have been better if it was a Yugo background for real. Ori, I'm pretty sure the thumbnail is not the thumbnail is as tame. It's like the thumbnail is tamer than what I'm drawing on the sketchbook. You're seeing BDSM? What? What are you talking about that? Well, I mean, what are you talking about? No. I don't even know what you'd be seeing that in. But, you know, suspicious people will see suspicious things, I guess, right? Hello. Hello, Sue. Dennis, what's your favorite chess opening? I didn't study any openings, but I used to put the king's pawn, you know, up 2 squares. King's pawn up 2 squares. Queenside knight up to the right to defend the pawn. Then I used to put the queenside pawn up to defend that pawn too. That's in general what I used to do. Although, you know, there's ways that people play that will change how I play. But yeah, that's basically how it is. It's the Kara Khan. I see. Hello, I love bread, of course. Oh, with a hint of technical difficulties? Yes. You're not suspicious? You're fuckalicious? No. Seriously, where did fuckalicious come from? Okay. Yeah, I did a couple drawings last night. So, most of the drawings actually yeah. Basically, all of the drawings are focusing on the back, except for the Freerun one. I just wanted to draw Freerun. Yeah. You know, let me figure out what I'm gonna actually draw before you know, just while I'm changing the music, let me figure out what I'll draw. How about I'll do the normal basic video song. I'll do the original video song. Fuckalicious new stem word. Is that what that is? Guess I made the word up because Tiny Ann asked what the opposite of fuck ass was. The opposite of fuck ass is fuckalicious. Interesting. Yes, this song. Very peaceful. To draw. I've basically finished all my Yusuke Murata studying, so what I'm gonna be doing now is, well, actually, I have no idea. By the way, where did I even see that? Was it? In any case, yeah. Don't know what I'm going to draw, but I will figure that out. Okay, actually, I'll draw that. Or so I say, but I don't know. How about I just take one of the many things I was seeing yesterday? Like, you know, I'll start with an easy drawing, and I'll move up to a more difficult drawing. I'll make some pins. I'm bored, and I want to make merch of my OCs. New abbreviation dropped foul fuckalicious. Huh. E4 D4. Yeah, I'll have you know. Listen. I did not. I did not study. Yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe. I'll assume so. All I know is king's pawn up all the way. Take the knight out to defend pawn, and put the queenside pawn to defend the pawn. I just realized I wasn't even wearing a hoodie last night. Or yesterday when I was streaming. You're not Sal? Sal? See, because, like... Saul. I said Sal, or Saul. Yeah, well, Fall. You're not Fall? Fall. Indelicious in Dungeon. Is it Fallon or Fallen? Because it sounds a little bit... It sounds a little bit more... I don't know. Depends. Fallon. Fallen. Fallen. Fall. I could, yeah. I would think it would be a little bit of a softer A sound. So Fallon, like phallus? Fallon. Phil? Is that like the actual pronunciation? Is that how you're really supposed to say it? Fast, softer A? Sounds like skin in Afrikaans. I would be honest. I was guessing fallen. Because I don't know, that just sounds more natural. This is not the pose I'm supposed to be doing at all, but whatever, it's what I'm doing now, I suppose. Oh, so that's what's happening. Phallus, alter ego. Phallus, alter ego. Solaris. Of course. Of course. Actually, I'm gonna do another song. I'm gonna probably just do Welcome to the Circus. I think that's probably yeah, I'll do that one instead. I don't know why I'm changing the songs so much. Just doesn't feel right. This song will feel right. New Persona lore? Yeah, Ori, I'm stealing the name Phallus. The rights are to me now. Hello, King Froglet. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Hopefully it's going good. That's just an emoji for holding in a laugh. That's also another good, that is another good idea for an emoji. Indeed going well. I'll probably walk later or figure something out. I'm kind of tired though. Ah, fair. W free run. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, just wanted to draw free run last night, so I ended up doing it. And I mostly like how it turned out. Turned out pretty okay. Okay, so I need to add in some shading right there. Indeed, I like the shading for there. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know really what I was going for. I kind of just wanted to do something weird, so that's what I did. It ended up coming out interesting. Add clothes? Nah, I think I'm good. In any case, Freerun has clothes, or rather, she would have had clothes. She has a cloak. She has a top of her cloak thing. Best I could do. Best I could do. Give her the top of her cloak thing. I wish Super was a girl so that Dennis would draw her in all her goaticity. Goatness. What? Well, hey, you know, there's that one version of Subaru. I could. You got a stalemate? Goat nesticity. Yeah, that's basically what I said. Authenticity. Goat nesticity. That's... So the rest of her body, where would that be? Probably running down there, and then you can't see the rest, yeah. Okay, this is the warm-up drawing of the day. What's 9 plus 20? Everyone knows what 9 plus 10 is. Yeah, it's 21. Okay, bring in the bow. Have you seen the game I Am Nima? I have not. No, I haven't seen that. Is that a new game or is it old? Never heard of it. I think I've never heard of it. Maybe I have seen it, but at the very least, I don't recognize the name. I think it came out this year, and I adore the color scheme of the game. Yeah, I can't exactly remember that, so I probably haven't seen it. Although I'm sure I will see it at some point. Maybe. What are your top 3 anime? ReZero, Attack on Titan, and Monogatari. Not in that order, I don't know. You know, out of all of those anime, I could probably recommend Attack on Titan the most, ReZero the second, and then I'll probably never recommend Monogatari. Yeah, my favorite is ReZero, although I feel like the one that has the most, like, the widest ability to, like, the one that most people will think that's, like, probably, like, really good is probably Attack on Titan. Like, I can recognize the obvious quality in the writing. I really do like the writing of Attack on Titan. I've rewatched it several times. Several times. Okay, this is basically done. Okay, that's the warm-up out the way. Let's do a different pose. It breaks me that you say ReZero second in recommendation, but I understand it too. Yeah, like I love ReZero more than I love Attack on Titan. But I think if I'm factoring for like a general audience, I would say Attack on Titan. I feel like I can never get into rewatching shows. At most, just rewatching a specific episode and leaving it to play in the background. No, that's fair. I think Attack on Titan is probably the most rewarding show to rewatch. I don't know about ReZero. I think ReZero is only... it depends. It depends when the story wraps up, how good everything's tied together, and how good everything makes sense in retrospect. That's what's gonna make me want to like rewatch a show. And like for rewatchability, I think it would go down like the list would be yeah, for rewatchability, probably like Attack on Titan, Monogatari, and then ReZero. I haven't watched much anime, but for myself, Apothecary Diary third, Little Witch Academia second, and maybe Chainsaw Man. I haven't watched much anime, but I'm quite busy. I thought Little Witch Academia didn't have an anime, or was that a different? Was that a different? I was like, yeah, does that have an anime or is it only a manga? And I'm pretty sure people who said that there's an anime coming out, but what? Oh, which? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Those. That's the one. Okay. Little Witch Academia and which? Yeah. It's actually I've heard someone say Atelier. So yeah, I mean there is an R at the end of that word. I genuinely don't know how to say that word. Okay, yeah. Little Witch Academia. Yeah, I'd probably watch that eventually. Actually, I don't have that on my to watch list. I should probably put that there. Is Kakyo and the guy with the that guy? Yeah, I know what that makes. My first anime was Little Witch Academia. I love the characters, especially Susie. Maybe spelling her name wrong. Fair enough. Yeah, I've never I don't even know what it's about. But yeah, I don't know what's about. It's never been on my radar of like things that I want to watch, but like I probably would want to watch it honestly. Just to see what it's about. I don't even know really much about it. I don't even know much about the community. Not like the community is like really important to me, but like for a lot of shows you at least know something about the community like before you actually watch it. But I don't hear anything about Little Witch Academia. Have I watched Fooly Cooly? I've watched. Yeah, I haven't finished it. And I know it's a really short series, but still, yeah, I haven't finished it. I watched one episode and I never like got back to it. I watched one episode, went to sleep, and the next day I just never got back to it, or the day after, or the day after that, or like the week after that, or the month after that, or the month after that month, or any of that. Her design is recognizable. It's simple. That's why I like the anime as well. So basically, it's like it has a good art style. That's fair. So would you say like so you would say that you like it more for its like art style than its story, or is the art style like the main reason that you watch it, and the story is like good enough to where it's like, it's good, but like you're really there for the vibes, that type of thing? Yeah, it does, and the writing is also spectacular. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Cool. Dad's watching a one episode show that's 1/3 of a microsecond. The only case I had was the opposite. Pino. I guess Pino. Pino in the Forest. Low budget, but I must say the story is good. Nice. Oh, Piano in the Forest. Okay. That's an interesting title. Apologies, my fault. No problem. Isn't it weird how sometimes autocorrect like? Isn't it weird that how a lot of the times autocorrect messes you up more than it saves you, and it doesn't save you when you mess up sometimes? I just feel like that's funny. The amount of times autocorrect has messed me up is crazy. And the amount of times autocorrect has saved me is probably, yeah, I don't really realize. Though, the thing about autocorrect is, you probably don't realize the times that it saves you, because if you make a mistake, you just don't realize that you make a mistake. And so if you never see that you make a mistake, you probably won't recognize the times that autocorrect has saved you. Whereas you probably do recognize the times that autocorrect has messed you up because it's like an actual incident. So honestly, it might be the case that autocorrect saves you more than you actually realize. It's just that you don't realize when it, saves you. Then it's watch Paranoia Agent. What's that? Autocorrect doesn't help with complicating spelling. The only thing, hold on. The only thing why I need autocorrect and it doesn't do that job correctly. Unfortunate. But I have her like hand be over here. I don't know what she's doing with her hand though. What should I have her be doing? Maybe something like that. Something like that with like her finger over there. And if that finger's over there, I have like her other finger like reaching out, and then her other finger be like behind there. And something like that. I don't know what this hand position is, but it'll work. So then I can have like her bangs coming out like that. That'll be interesting. It disgusts me how people genuinely want to be friends with Nova online or offline. That's crazy. I don't know who the heck that is. I don't see people use that emoji all much. That's an interesting. Is that a chain breaking? Like honestly, a chain breaking might. That is kind of a useful emoji. Kind of. If you think about it, I think that could be a useful emoji. What if that emoji is being kidnapped by Dennis to produce new art while he draws for stream? Oh. Think I have enough time to kidnap people? Kidnapping is so, like, boring. I just want to draw. My brain did not comprehend that sentence whatsoever. You know, yeah, I don't exactly what it means to be kidnapped by me while I'm also drawing on oh, wait. Kidnapped by Dennis to produce new art. It's like you guys are producing art for me while I draw on stream. What? Wait, I said emoji, not people, Dennis. Are you admitted something? Well, emojis can't kidnap. I mean, and emojis can't draw. Meaning you must be talking about people. Although Soul did claim to be in my basement that one time. So maybe I am actually kidnapping people to produce art. Wait, what? I don't trust that bald guy. My fans dead is 2010. I was like 5 in 2010. Kidnapping is tedious, planning, not to mention not getting caught. Torch is the only hood thing of kidnapping, I suppose. Oh, good thing. Wait, what? What's the point of torturing if you don't get no information? From 15th of November, we're gonna need personal ID to goon. Pardon? What are you talking about? Who says they can't draw? Are you being emoji hating here? Yes. He's bald. You know bald people can't draw. Joking. I'm not saying that bald people draw bad. I'm saying they literally cannot draw. Like they don't have the ability to create, like, they don't have the ability to make art because they're bald. Like it's like it's not like they're bad at it. Their hands don't like create art because they're bald. That's how that works. The hashtag Dennis cancel. Hello, Rapdog. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Doshi. Only emoji would suit Dennis, I think, personally. Is that a tired guy? If so, yes. Alrighty. Gotta go for some time. Also, is that free run? Yes, that is free run. Hello, love your art. Thank you for Mochi. Fa Mochi. Fa. Rapdog and Sol give off different vibes and different variations. I don't explain it. I don't really understand either. I don't know. You know, I really didn't know what I was doing with this drawing. Yes, how was your day, Rap Dog? Oh, hello, Phillips. From when did you activate ads? I don't know, a while ago. Help Dennis get sponsored by AI so we can cancel him. How did you, what? Oh yeah, I forgot. There's like an era where like people were like getting sponsored by like, is it like no? Were people really getting sponsored by AI? Very good, Dennis. How about yours? Drawing Fearin, huh? Good. Yes, I very cool. Thank you. Yes, my day's been good. Yes. I drew Fearin last night actually. Yeah. Dennis, can we be friends? What? I don't even know what you mean by that. Or rather, I don't. You know what? I'm drawing. That's not even how that works. Hmm. Did I draw femboy? No. Did I draw furry? No. Draw furry femboy? I think that's a definite no. Please draw men? No. Did I draw a femboy? Draw a femboy who's a furry? No. Why not? Because I don't wanna. You know, you are correct about that. It doesn't really make sense to have a greatest of all time list. Because greatest of all time is like one person. You can't have multiple greatests. I feel that you had a bad day, Dennis, but you don't want to talk about it. To have a bad day, you have to have had like done stuff in the day to like make it bad. But I haven't done anything other than like draw today, so I literally I'm incapable of having a bad day. I don't do anything other than draw. I realize when I'm drawing, I have 0 bad days. True. Maybe you should always draw then. Solution? Now when I'm studying and doing my project, had to put down my drawing for a month. I get depression. Fair enough. I low-key had a precognitive dream once. Nice. What the heck is SMG-34? What is a precognitive dream? A dream that tells the future? I'm pretty sure. What's your favorite thing to draw? Somebody probably asked this. What's my favorite thing to draw? Woman? What would you classify as losing your humanity? I suppose losing your humanity would be ceasing to become. Losing your humanity would be no longer having a human brain, I guess, in my mind, which is like basically impossible, which would mean you die. So I don't think you can lose your humanity. I don't think a human could lose their humanity. Although you can like do that in like a figurative sense, I suppose, if you want to be like poetic or something, where it's like a human is a good person, or a human is a person who like cares about other people, even though that's like not even close to what a human is. A human is just a human. Like there are humans who do things there are humans who are still humans who like do bad things. So I guess to die would be losing your humanity. I guess, I suppose. What are you talking about, Sue? Talking about the LGBTQIA plus? Is it appropriate? I don't think that's true. I don't think that's exactly true, no. Because it makes you sad? Why does it make you sad? I think losing humanity is having a warped sense of seeing humans. What? I don't know what that exactly really means. Ness, what's your opinion on inserts a super controversial topic? I don't have an opinion on it unless I know what it is, and yeah, controversial topics don't really matter to me unless they like, it, as long as it's not like a practical thing that they're talking about, I don't care. You'd have to name some sort of you have to name something. You know what? Yeah, I probably shouldn't say that. Warp, like distorted and grotesque way. Yeah, but like a human can view people in a warped and grotesque way. I would say that like if a human, as long as the capabilities of whatever a person is doing is within like a human, that is like technically humanity because, you know, I like if I were to try and define what humanity is all the attributes that a person can take on. Like humanity is all the attributes that a human can take on and everything that like encompasses being a person. And as long as a person is able to do something that falls within their capabilities, meaning that everything is like within humanity, is essentially what I'm thinking about. Dash, do you think you just don't care about most things? I don't care about impractical. I don't care about things that don't have a real effect on the world and things like that. And I also generally, so like I don't care about that stuff. And also, I don't invest my time into something that I cannot affect. Is basically it. Let's play the Charlie Kirk Death Slowed plus reverb its peak. What? What? Anyways, it's like cannibals. They think humans can be furniture. Yeah, but like cannibals are human though. Yeah, yeah. Like you can, if you want to frame like losing humanity in like some poetic way, you can frame it like that. It's just I don't think that's like a real definition. It's a fun one. It's a colorful one, I suppose, of like humanity. Like humanity is everything good with like, or maybe humanity is like everything that's like, you know, sanitary about people. That's like what humanity is the beauty in like humans. But like, I mean, if that's how you want to frame it, sure. But I don't know. I feel like that type of view of humanity tends to leads to like some sort of disillusionment with people. Like people have a great like standard of what being a person should be, but like I mean like and that's fine. It's just I don't know. It seems like you put like, and I'm not saying that yeah that's what you're doing, but like when a person does have this like beautiful like view of what humans are, it like you put on blinders to like the reality of what people are, and then you're like super shocked when something like terrible happens. So like, how could a person do this? How could this possibly happen? And I'm like, bro, people have been doing this for like millennia. Is all I'm is basically just how I feel. People are here for art. Are people here for art? Sounds like somebody's trying to get controversial on purpose. Calm down. I guess people are here for art, huh? You know, sometimes I forget this is an art stream. I mean, really, I suppose. Yeah, like in general, in general, I'm not against like talking about controversial things. It's just like, I also, I'm also very, I'm also a very dry person. So like, if it's like about like playing like emotion games, that's just not gonna like work. um, yeah. And I'm also not gonna engage with like, I'm not gonna engage with discussions that are like very dumb, for lack of a better term. Oh, talking to the guy in chat, he's perfectly trying to bring up shocking topics at hand. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, in general, yeah, I'm not gonna really engage with anything that's like stupid. Again, for lack of a better term. I goon to Dennis voice. That's, you know, good for you, Phillips. Everyone has their own unique quirk, I suppose, and yours, well, Good for you. I don't really like this pose. Also, the head could have been. I think the head could have been shifted actually into the body more, and that would have made it look better in perspective. But what else? Today's date is November 4th. I have 11 days to prepare before the great goon poverty. What are you talking about? Ness, I like your illustration shown in your first video. Well, that's good, I guess. Do I need pose recommendations? No. I'm good. Yeah, truly, when it comes to poses, I'm never gonna run out of poses. No, am I drawing from reference or imagination? Reference, always. Yeah, references are very useful. Especially because I'm basically always trying to learn, so I've always used reference because there's always something to learn. Although, of course, when I'm using the reference, I'm not trying to copy it one for one. Like, it's just, when I do that, it's very unproductive, so I just don't do that. But I do use reference, yes. Oh, right. I thought I could get you to draw another Greek statue. No. Even though I did like the last one, but still, no. Yeah. No. I mean, when I want to do that, I'll look up Greek statues. I do like trying to draw statues though, or at least like statue poses. I think they're very cool. How did the first person to make a new pose do it? How did the first person to make a new pose did it without a ref? Are you asking how did the are you asking if the first person to make a new pose did it without a reference, or are you asking how did they do it with? Are you saying that the first person to make a new pose did it without a reference, and you're asking how? Are you asking if the first person to make a new pose did it without a reference? Have you ever watched Stranger Things? I have not, no. Although I do know that it seems to be good. I don't know how it ended, so I don't know if like the ending is supposed to be good. But I'll assume that the ending was good and that it was good. Have you tried really watching really old animes? The oldest anime I've watched is Evangelion. And I haven't finished it, but yes, technically I have watched a really old anime. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Evangelion sounds better, but isn't it Evangelion? Because, like, it's evangelist? How did you not finish Evangelion? I got to, like, episode 13, and I well, to be fair, yeah, I've always, like, Evangelion, my progress getting through the episodes has always been very slow. It's been like one episode here and there. It's different than like it's different than when I'm watching like a weekly anime that's coming out where I like watch it every day on a certain day, every single every week. And also, like, even if a show's coming out weekly, it takes a lot. It takes a large amount for me to like really get invested into a story. I feel like that's true. like there are some shows that I get invested in quicker. Like for instance, Bunny Girl Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. That anime that hooked me, and I like kept watching. Like I basically binged the entire thing. But when it's anime that like is more of a slow burn, yes, I'll finish them, but like I'll finish them really slowly. Unless I get, because like in some cases like the anime has like an episode that like really hooks you in, or an episode that like, you know, really, yeah, it's like really good, and you're like, okay, I actually want to see where this is gonna go. And that's not to say that like that's not to say that I'm not confident that Evangelion is going to be good. I think I am, because it seems like the type of show that I'd like, and it seems like the type of people who talk about it like as if it would be the type of show that I'd like. So I'm confident that it'll be good. I don't know. I'm gonna go and eat by. Why is there only 2 people here? Don't know. Don't was like that on Netflix. The only reason why I watched it because of that, and my ex-boyfriend recommended it to me. Let me see. Or my ex, sorry, best friend. No. Best friend or boyfriend? Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Evangelion was like as if it was coming out like every week, or Evangelion was like that as in there was like one episode that like hooked you, or Evangelion was like that as in boyfriend. Okay, cool. Or like there is one episode. Or yeah, wait. Yeah, I don't know exactly which one. Hello, Shira. Welcome to the stream. You know, I tend to do that, but would it really just be like that? I think so, maybe. I don't know. And in this case, actually, I think I should bring the chest up a little bit more. So the chest would probably be here. How was your day, Shira? Is it going good? Hopefully. Good. Nice. That's good. It's been over an hour. How many drawings did I do? I did 1, 2, 3 drawings. Okay, so 3 drawings. That's good. Why did you say that's good? I suppose you don't like them. Wait, huh? What are you talking about exactly? What did I say? That's good, I suppose, too. I think it's another way to say it's decent. Yeah, I don't even know what I don't even know what I was saying that to. It's good, I suppose. I don't know. I mean, most of the reason I throw in I suppose is mainly because I'm not really thinking about, because yeah, sometimes when I'm not thinking about a response, I say I suppose because I just haven't put enough brain power into like whatever I'm thinking about to be certain in whatever I'm saying. Oh, your first video illustrations, they're really great. Oh, for that? Oh, well, in that case, the I suppose is like, yeah, I mean, yeah, actually, the I suppose makes more sense in that case. Yeah, I don't like them. Not necessarily. I think they're good. Actually, no, at the time, I didn't even really like them. I didn't like them really at the time, and I still don't really like them now. I think they're okay. They're, like, decent. I just think they're pretty crappy. I'm pretty sure that, like, I did a drawing on the bottom left. Actually, I don't even know if I finished that drawing. I'm pretty sure I started on a drawing. I'm pretty sure I did 2 drawings in the video. One of them was already done. Yeah, they're not, I wouldn't consider them good. I think you're referring to your drawings. Oh, yeah, I guess I was. Yeah, apparently I was. Oh, then yeah, I don't really, yeah, they're okay. It's like, it's not the, it's okay. My phone at 7, I'm out, see you. Okay, goodbye, For Faith. For Faith. For our faith. For our faith. What does that sound like? Does that sound like For Honor? You know, For Honor was a good concept, actually. I do like the gameplay of For Honor, but it's Ubisoft. Which... Hey, Sin, can I see the past drawings from the last hour? I wasn't here. Sure. Hello, Samus. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I did these... Okay, well, hold on. So, this drawing, so Freeran, this drawing, and this drawing, I did them last night. Today I did this drawing, and this drawing. I did 3 drawings per, in the hour, so I guess that was, like, a drawing every 20 minutes, which actually isn't the best time. Like, I would like to have drawn them faster. Out of these 3, I actually like this drawing the most. This one in the middle. This drawing is okay, too, but it's, like, there's not really much going on. The first, the drawing right there, where like she's lifting up her shirt, is more, that was like the warm-up drawing for today. I would say that it was okay, but it could have been better. By the way, how does this work? Yeah, my first video's drawings were not good. Or in my opinion. I would say that they're bad. $20 minutes for those are crazy. Really? Well, thank you. Yeah. Like, this drawing right here, I just started this drawing, I'm doing really good. Like, you can rewind to when I started doing this drawing. I'm pretty sure it was like on the hour, like around the hour mark. So it's been like less than 10 minutes since I started this drawing. This is the pace that I like to be at, where it's like, I just don't like to spend long on a drawing. And I think that like 20 minutes for like a sketch that's like pretty crappy, or not, okay, where it's like, it's just a sketch, right? I think 20 minutes on the sketch is like a little bit excessive. I meant the ones on digital. Those were really great. Ooh, what? Okay, hold on. I love the pose on the girl with the white hair. Probably won't remember it. The girl with sharp teeth. Do you remember the Do you remember the thumbnail? I mean, not the thumbnail. Do you remember the title of the video? Girl with the white teeth. Girl with the white teeth. I mean, with white hair. Girl with the white hair, sharp teeth. Sharp hair, white hair, sharp teeth. What I hear a motorcycle in the background, and am I thinking the girl is on a motorcycle? I don't know. No, that was actually a car, surprisingly enough. It sounds like a motorcycle for sure, though, yeah. It's a very weird car. So let me see. For this form, assuming, like, the light is coming from here... No, but, like, that wouldn't make sense, though. Okay, assuming top-down lighting. Over here would also have shadow, then. Just a little bit of shadow. Like, yeah, just a tiny bit. Like, this is also the back, this is also some shadow. Then we can start bringing the lighting here. You know, I watched a Proco video for, like, the first time in, like, what feels like forever. I think it's Laxu? Like, yes, Laxu does have sharp teeth. Yes, Laxu can have white hair and sharp teeth. Yeah, I don't remember. And a pose I did. Huh. Okay, I got the rework of the book ready. It's just that the story follows multiple people to tell the whole story. I see. Also, for the spelling, if you're saying like a whole story, it's WHOLE. Normally, normally I wouldn't actually correct the spelling, but I mean, I guess since you're like writing a book, I don't know. I thought I would say that. It's your second short titled "This Is Me Compared My Old Art." Okay. I remember that. Okay, I can kind of remember that. Let me see. You know what? Hold on. Hmm. 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 You said it was my first. Hello. Hello, Fennis. Hello, Miko. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Hello, Soma. So, I'll just say Soma. Hello, Soma. Um, let me see. I wonder how long ago was this? I remember some girl with the teeth. Jeez. White hair girl with the teeth. And it was long ago. If it was a really old artwork, then it probably wasn't that good. White-haired girl with the teeth. I got confused. I was giving them a small peek because I got recommended the short drawing Angel Eye. Oh, I see. Let me go all the way back. Or I don't actually have to do that. What I could do is I could sort by oldest is what I can do. Oldest, there you go. So, where's the Angel Eye video? Yeah, there's the Angel Eye video. Comparing my old art to recent. Here's the Hornet short. Ah, is it this one? No, it probably wasn't this one actually. My back is killing me because I was doing civil construction homework, so I'm literally starfish on the floor right now. Sounds exhausting. The second short you uploaded. Okay, yeah, let me do that. This one. Oh, yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you. I found it now. I couldn't find the title. Yeah, it was very difficult to read it. White hair girl is not the one that's running. White hair girl, sharp teeth. The one with the horn? I think they're really great illustrations. Thank you. Yeah, like so the illustrations of the first part of the video I actually do like. I do quite like them. Um, Hello, Hobby Pandu. I just wanted to know that I'm going full deep tomorrow. Don't know what that means, but okay, good for you, I guess. I'll I'll be right back. Give me a second. All right, I have returned. Actually, give me one more second. I will be right back again. Oh, all right. I'm back. All right. Jesus. Okay, goodbye, Saul. Yeah, I am back. All right, what was I doing? I was drawing. Right, I was doing this pose. Oh, hold on. The pencil is slidey. Oh, you know what? All right, I'm back again. I had to change. Well, I didn't have to change shirts, but I decided to. Alrighty. Now back to what I was doing. Now, how does this pose work? I guess there should be some amount of light being like caught here. This is the leg, and so well, I don't know. I don't think this would like actually technically be showing any shadow there. Bring in this. Okay, so hello Voltron, thank you for the $10. You still can't keep getting away with this. You can't keep doing this, Voltron. You must want something. But thank you, I appreciate it a lot. But seriously. Wait, where are you going? See, he like comes and donates and then leaves. I don't even know if he hears me I don't even know if he hears me say thank you. He appreciates your art, I guess. But I can't even thank the man properly. Okay, I'm pretty much done with this drawing. I forgot her tail. Hold on. Be like this. Well, maybe like this actually, and then we tuck that around there, bring that out like so. I totally forgot her tail. My favorite angle to draw girls? From the side, laying down. He keeps deleting my question. Wait, what was your question? Maybe if you try and phrase it a different way, like it'll go through. There are like sometimes where YouTube is pretty finicky with like questions and stuff like that. Or like not, yeah, finicky with like messages and stuff. So if you try and like rephrase it in a different way, maybe it'll go through. Is it possible for you to trick yourself? Like gaslight? Yeah, I mean, there are like times where you can, yeah, some people, it depends how good you are. Like some people can be so, yeah, that'd be called like just being delusional. Some people are very delusional, in which they can like lie to themselves or trick themselves. Yeah, sometimes you can. Do you think it's weird when people point out that we draw naughty stuff? I don't really know. I mean, yeah, is it weird? No, I think it's totally. I think it's reasonable. I don't think it's weird. I mean, if I'm drawing something suggestive and then someone like comes up to me and like, you're drawing something suggestive. I mean, like to a certain extent, it's like it's kind of like it's a redundant like thing to say. So it's like, yeah, obviously I know what I'm drawing, but like, do I think it's like weird? No, I think it makes sense. But it is like redundant. It's like, yeah, I think I know what I'm drawing. It's not like I'm doing like I'm just drawing like without thinking. Assuming I actually am drawing like a suggestive drawing, of course. There are times where I'm not drawing a suggestive drawing and someone is like, hey, you're drawing something suggestive. I'm like, I'm actually not, but okay. But all in all, no. No. You know, the butt at this angle, I don't know if it would actually. Whatever, I don't care. But it's like the whole motivation to draw? Well, I don't think so. People think they caught you red-handed. Yeah, they think yeah, like I'm doing it on but it's like I don't think that's my whole motivation to draw though. Like no, like I'm not what? What? I'm confused. Wait, okay, hold on. Like, huh? Girls draw it too? Yeah, I don't think this has anything to do with girls or like boys or anything. So I'm mildly confused, but like, yeah, no, when's huh? Okay, hold on. What? Oh, let me. Okay, in the first place, my whole motivation to draw is not my whole reason to draw. My motivation to draw is not to draw like suggestive drawings. I just like drawings, and I just find that these drawings, like I just like these drawings, to be honest. But yeah, even if I weren't drawing suggestive drawings, I'd like still draw. That's not my motivation. I just like drawing. I like drawing and I like learning, and I've basically done all the normal poses. So these are, you know, I just like doing interesting poses, to be honest. It's kind of a challenge to me. They call you a gooner now if you like drawing girls with exposure. I mean, I don't. Yeah, so I think like the terminology gooner is wrong, but I don't like. I think what they're getting at kind of is correct. like what they're getting at is sort of correct, but like yeah. So like if what they're saying is, so I think what a lot of people mean by gooner is essentially you like drawing like suggestive drawings, which is like that's usually what they mean when you're talking like when they're saying it to an artist, like you like drawing suggestive drawings. That's not wrong. Like they're not wrong though, you know? It's like it's one thing to do something fully knowing like what you're doing. It's another thing to get upset at someone for saying that you are doing what you're doing, you know? So like I'm never like actually like upset with anyone if they're like hey, you're a gooner, you draw gooner art. I'm like, I mean, yeah, I do draw suggestive drawings. Like that's like kind of like saying the sky is blue, so it doesn't actually bother me. There's like a lot of suggestive references, and you just draw them to draw poses. Yeah, I like drawing poses, to be honest. I'll draw anything that's interesting. Anything that interests me, like yeah, I'm gonna draw. Also, suggestive drawings in general tend to give you a better like a better reference to draw anatomy. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you're probably not going to learn how to draw the butt properly if you don't have a reference that's like focusing on the butt, you know? Or not going to look, you know, there's like certain poses that actually allow you to learn better than other poses. And of course, it doesn't need to be suggestive, but like Imagine if you're not drawing anime girls, but realistic everyday, realistic everyday people that will motivate you. Yeah, I like to draw in an anime style, but I'm like, so what I'm saying that for me, I'm not saying for like you or anyone else. I'm saying that for me specifically, I'm not motivated because I draw suggestive like poses, or I'm not motivated by suggestive poses in and of themselves. Like that's not the thing. Like that's not the thing that's like motivating me. I just like drawing. So like I think there is something beautiful about being able to like replicate like realism. Well, if I had to only draw realism, I'd probably still draw realism. I would be less interested in it, but of course I'd still like draw it. I just have a preference for like stylized art. But if you're asking if like like stylized art is like motivating to me, yes, yeah. I like how it looks. But like I'm only talking about that for myself though. Like if you like drawing because you like drawing suggestive poses, that's fine. Like there's nothing wrong with that, I don't think. Unless you're doing something destructive or harmful to someone else, like whatever you're doing or whatever you enjoy doing, I think you should do it. So long as it's not destructive to anyone else, right? That's what I'm saying. But if you do actually like drawing suggestive poses and people are like, and people are essentially saying that you like they're labeling you as someone who likes to draw suggestive poses, that's not, they're not wrong, is just all I'm saying. It's like if someone comes up to me and be like, and is like, hey, you draw a lot of suggestive poses, I'd be like, yeah, I do. And then I'd move on, because, I mean, in the end, like, whatever they're saying, it doesn't actually, whatever they're saying doesn't actually, like, mean anything to me. Although I might just be the type of person who like just doesn't take in any. I might be a very like a stubborn person. It might just be that. I could just be a very stubborn person who like barely takes in the input of other people. Sus? I don't know what you mean by sus though. Don't you give me that smug look. I believe you because you've been very honest and blunt with other things in the past. Why would you lie with your motivations? I mean, yeah, I don't really have a reason to. Although a reason why a person would lie about their motivations and wait, what do you say? A reason why people like would lie about their motivations is to like seem like, so like you could lie about your motivations to seem let me see. Just to seem better, like, because your what motivates a person can be turned into like how a person like. So let's say that my motivation for drawing was like I don't know, what could my motivation for drawing be? Like what could I pick? I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know what else my motivation could like for drawing could have been, but like there are ways that like there are some things where it's like what your motivation is does form how other people see you, right? But like so like that would be the motivation to lie about your motivation is to control how people like see you, but yeah, that's not like a useful thing for, like I don't care about how people see me. I spent a very long time pretending to be somebody that I'm not, or like pretending to like have like opinions that I just didn't have, and like stuff like that. And I'm tired of that. It's very exhausting. It's a very exhausting thing to do. So, you know, if I'm doing something on the internet where it's like some sort of career or something, I don't want my career to be something exhausting. So I'm just gonna be blunt. Hello, Chaz. Welcome. Wait, what? You said hello. Oh, hello, Chaz. Let's go with fame and notoriety. Yeah, like okay, yeah, let's go with that. If someone like, so like you probably would view someone who's like trying to become famous or like have some notoriety different from a person who like just wants to like have fun with like drawing, right? So like yeah, I don't actually think those two things are actually different, because in the end, a person's motivation is just whatever satisfies them. But like people definitely do change like their opinion on someone, or like how they change how they view someone based on like why they're doing something. I think the why, like the actual like root cause of a person do something is very important for people. It's actually not important for me. Like I don't really care why a person is doing something. I in general mainly only care about like what they're doing, what the outcome is. But yeah, because people can have whatever motivation they are, but as long as they have like a positive effect on the world, I think that's good in general. What the hell are you talking about? You know, I think about that. I think of what, you know, whenever I see Chez's messages, I do think about that. Like, what the hell are you talking about? But like, it's Chez, so is there really is Chez even thinking about anything? Who knows? Okay, I did this pose. I'm gonna do another pose. What should I say? But okay, this is like a side profile shot. It's basically the same shot though. I realize this is basically a side profile shot, even though this is, I was more going for like a laying down pose here. But yeah, that other pose I was gonna do is also a side profile shot. I don't want to do like the same pose again. How about this? Gonna watch racist reels now because I fixed my feed. I see. Do you think you could talk to yourself? Yeah, I think people talk to themselves all the time. If you're talking about like, can you talk to yourself as if you were another person? Kind of, but not really. No. But you can certainly talk to yourself. You can like talk out loud. You can talk out loud in your own room, and like that's essentially talking to yourself. Yeah. Maybe the thinking is the friends we made while doing Fent. Honestly, maybe. Have you drawn anything today, Samus? You do like do art, right? I'm pretty sure. I assume so. I mean, I'm sure there are people like in this channel who like don't draw, but I would assume like a majority of people like draw. I talk as a conversation to myself. I think you can certainly, so like you can talk to yourself as if you like were another person with different opinions. Like there is a way where you can like do a counterpoint to yourself, like if like playing out a conversation or playing out some sort of like conversation. But like in the end, you can't talk to yourself as another person with with like truly different like ideas or like morality or something like that. I think it's very difficult at the very least. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe like, okay, goodbye, Hugo. Welcome to the stream. Wait, no, goodbye, Hugo. What? That doesn't make sense. How does goodbye, Hugo, welcome to the stream even make sense? That's not even a. I'm telling you, okay? I was born speaking English. Okay, that's probably not true. But English is my native language. How in the world? Listen, man. People who don't like, whose native language isn't English, and like they mess up, I feel like, yeah, honestly, sure you could have, yeah, there are like some cases, but like I'm saying, yeah, there are some cases. It's just definitely not common. And in that case, can a person with multiple personality disorder, can that person talk to the other like personalities? I don't think so. Like you could probably like leave notes for yourself, but can you actually talk to yourself? I don't know. Confusion. Bye, Raptor. Okay, goodbye, Hugo. describe it as talking to the other personalities, but I don't really know how it works. Interesting. Well, that's cool. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. I would think when you dream of a separate person and talk to them, that's talking to yourself. Yes, actually. Yeah, I guess you can frame it like that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Oh wait. Yeah, your brain does have. You're right. Yeah. But it's a bit sad because it's like a shield for traumatic experiences. So they create people to feel accompanied, so they don't feel the pain alone. Oh yeah. I've definitely heard that, and I suppose that is like how it works. I wonder. Yeah, the brain is super complex. It's very interesting. In most cases, it's become because of trauma. Yeah. Have you used your own body as reference? No, I've never done that. In the first place, I don't take pictures of myself. Not really, so. I mean, like your hands or arms? Well, yeah, I've used my hands for reference. Like sometimes there's like a pose that I would like want to like look at, but because it like looking at your own hands, especially your hands, like for poses, it's way more accessible than like searching on Pinterest. Like especially if there's like a specific pose that you want. So yes, I actually have used my hands. Yes. But when it comes to like my entire body or something like that, like an actual pose, no. But for hand poses, yes. But not my arms though. Because it's harder to like see your whole arm, so yeah. Oh, you know, sometimes like for this right here, like where the forearm not exactly the elbow, but like the muscle that happens with the forearm, it squishes in an interesting way. And so I think I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure I have actually like looked at that connection before. Hey, you know, I just realized I'm drawing a guy. This is to the people who say I can't draw guys, or that I don't draw guys. Another guy right here. Very cool. Thank you for your answer. No problem. No problem. Glad I could help. Or I guess glad I can answer. Hold on, so all the gods in your universe control a female character? And no, there are male gods. Like, the god of death is male. Yeah, no, there are a bunch of there are male gods, yes. Or actually, rather, there are gods that take over male bodies. Like, the gods themselves don't really have a gender per se. Although some gods, like some gods do in general resemble some gods do look like a certain gender, but if you actually like if you were to get technical with it, I don't think you'd actually consider them like male or female. Not truly. Hey, sorry. Does it feel uncomfortable to draw like that? Not moving the sheet to make more precise traces? No. I only moved. The only reason why I'd move the sheet would be to yeah, the only reason why I'd like move the sheet of paper would be if I can't figure out how the body looks in this, because like sometimes my visual library just doesn't like keep up with like an upside down body or something. That's the time where I'd like move the body, like move the page, yeah. But yeah, when it comes to like just not moving the page, that's pretty comfortable. Although maybe it would help me to like move the page sometimes. But I'm too lazy to anyways. I only move the page when I absolutely have to, or when I feel like I absolutely have to, in order to like get a good drawing. But for the most part, I don't think in general, feel like I need to do a specific orientation to like draw well. If it was the case that I needed to, then I would. Vince, would you like to draw a full page of men for Men's Day? No. I don't even know what Men's Day. Well, okay. I assume Men's Day is a day of like celebration of men. I suppose. But yeah, I don't really celebrate. I mean, like my family doesn't like celebrate like any holiday, and so I guess yeah, I don't celebrate really any holiday. Like we don't have we don't celebrate Mother's Day or Father's Day or any type of day. Although we do birthdays, I suppose. That's the most stupid question I've asked. Not really, no. But I guess it's a stupid question if you want it to be a stupid question. But when it comes to me, I don't I don't really have any judge. Yeah, I generally don't have like any judge of like if a question is stupid or like bad. I tend to find that most questions that like people ask are like pretty good questions. Like a lot of the time, very obvious questions, like questions that people think are obvious to ask. Oh, like there are a good amount of them, like where the question is actually way more complicated than it seems. Like the question of like why the sky is blue is like way more complicated than it seems it should be. Or, like why grass is green. Like very simple questions. While they seem stupid, it's like actually very deep if you think about it, and you like have to explain it. Dennis, do you think you can express an emotion just by drawing the body? Yeah, I think so. There are like a bunch of body positions that like express some amount of emotion. I mean, you can kind of see this type of thing with like stickmen, right? Like a body position um a body position like this, like on a stickman, like he's supposed to be sitting down. Let's have his hands like this. Like this body position has a different like expression than like a body position like let's say like this body position, you know? Although the actual emotion that it expresses changes vastly when it comes to like the expression. So like yes, you can express some amount of emotion with the body, but like when it comes down to the specific like emotion, it becomes way more difficult. But I'm sure it's like possible. I'm sure it's like possible. Who's that guy? Sorry. And I love the way you draw long hair. I don't know if I'm biased, but every time you do long hair, it looks very cool to me. Thank you. Actually, yeah, I don't know who this guy is. I just drew a random guy. I didn't really think about any character in particular. But yeah, thank you. I have spent a good amount of time trying to figure out how to draw hair or draw hair that I like. I think I've gotten to like the spot where like the hair that I draw is like pretty uh pretty okay. I think I do like in general how I do hair. Mm, I think the hair is a very uncertain spot for me. Like I think I generally like how I draw bodies. And like what I mean by like is like yes, like yeah, like I like it, but it's not like I think that it's like the best I can do at drawing bodies. I definitely like have a lot to learn. But yeah, bodies I'm fine with. Eyes, I think I'm pretty good with eyes. I think for the hair, yeah, the hair is a very uncertain thing for me. Have you ever drawn scales? I have tried. Although I wouldn't say I'm the best. Like, okay, let me see. Yeah, I've drawn some on a scale. It depends. Like maybe like some sort of dragon scales you can like call it. Like I've drawn scales like in this way, but not in like a way that like makes a total amount of sense. Like I don't have a good grasp on scales precisely. But in general, I know how scales look. But yeah, I can't believe it. A guy? Yes, I've drawn a guy. By the way, welcome to the stream, Mr. R Farmer. You know, Rapdog, I think you're very good at asking questions. Or rather, I think you ask interesting questions. The thing about scales are, they're very tedious to draw. Do you think so? I just basically collect what the chat talks about and ask things related to that. Well, I mean, if you compare yourself to like someone else, I mean, I think I haven't like people don't generally ask a lot of questions is like the thing, I guess. So I would say like compared to like 80% of people. I think you're like ahead of other people in the sense that you like ask questions. Like I'm saying ahead in like in ahead in being able to ask good questions. I think the best questions are pretty simple. Thank you, no problem. I also feel that like a lot of the questions with the most, I think the simplest questions usually have a lot of the most like satisfying answers in general. I feel like that. I feel like that's true. What did I do to deserve this? What did what did you what? I don't know what you're talking about. Like a simple question would be like, can you lose heat in space? Or yeah, a simple question is like, why do you lose heat in space? Because I had that question like earlier today, so I kind of looked into it. I was like, well, can you lose heat in space? I'm like, and it was like, well, you can. Yeah, because from my understanding, you couldn't lose like the reason why people lose heat is because of convection and like transferring energy from like your body to like the material that you're touching, or maybe the air, or maybe yeah, or like through your breath, or like through your sweat, which is all fine and good. But if you're in a vacuum, which is space, because space is a vacuum, how do you lose heat? Is what I was thinking. Because like the vacuum doesn't, you can't transfer energy to a vacuum. So I was like wondering, okay, well, how do you actually lose heat? So I thought about it and I was like, okay, yeah. So I looked into it. Well, I thought about it. I was like, okay, maybe you can lose like heat through like your sweat and like through your breath, which is like where a lot of your energy goes, and like it's actually where a lot of your fat is lost, is through your like breathing and sweating and stuff like that. Or I think it's through your breath mostly. But then I was like, okay, but how do the like how does the breath or how does the sweat lose energy in space? Like how does that get cold in space, especially if like there's no way to transfer like the coldness from one thing to the other? And like so I looked into that, and apparently the answer is radiation. Everything emits radiation, and so in space you lose heat through like emitting radiation. So it's not that you're transferring your heat to like the vacuum of space. It's more like you're transferring, like you're shooting off, like you shoot off radiation into the universe, and that's where the energy goes. Nice. Hello Jotaro Ron, welcome to the stream. So yeah, like and I think that answer was very satisfying, but also the answer is like the question that I asked to get that answer was very simple. Can you lose heat in space? Or how? No, the question is how. It is not can you lose heat in space. It's how do you lose heat in space? And I found the answer very satisfying. So I think like how do you lose heat in space is like, it sounds like a stupid question, but like that's what I'm saying. There's not like a such thing as like a stupid question. There's like simple questions and complicated questions, but I think they're all like good. What's Dennis yapping about? I'm yapping about questions. I'm yapping about I'm yapping about how do you lose heat in space? I didn't know that. Yeah, me neither. I didn't know how you lose heat in space. I knew how like heat is lost on Earth. Like it's through like um conduction. You conduct heat through like different materials. But it was lost on me like how yeah you would lose heat in space because there's no like no material. And I quite like the answer. I thought the answer was interesting because things emit radiation. Dennis, do you think animation can help you understand drawing better? Yes, I do. I think when you're animating, yes, sorry, yes, I think animation can help you understand drawing better because when you're animating, you have to think in 3D space, and thinking in 3D space is going to give you a better understanding on like how to do a single illustration better. Animation is really what animation is well, first of all, it's doing a bunch of like single drawings in a row, right? So you have to be relatively good at drawing, or maybe that's not exactly the case. I don't like, yeah, maybe that's not exactly the case, but it helps a lot to understand animation when you're drawing because yeah, animation lets you understand 3D space. And it'll let you understand like movements better. So if you're like doing an illustration of like a single movement, when you're animating, you're basically doing a bunch of drawings, like singular drawings that show movement. So a single illustration would be you plucking out like one frame of the animation that's like a movement based frame, and then like refining that into a full like drawing. which is like, I mean, I think that's like pretty good. Yeah, I think that's gonna help you a lot. It would be weird to see an animation with every frame having the quality of an illustration. It would be, yes. It'd be very impressive actually. I think some anime get close to that, like for instance Demon Slayer. Yeah, Demon Slayer. I think Lord of the Mysteries was pretty good. When it comes to like comes to like that level of animation. Like just like, yeah, Lord of the Mysteries, Demon Slayer. I would say Jujutsu Kaisen has a lot of animation, like good animation, but the animation isn't like super detailed as it would be in like, yeah, Demon Slayer or something like that. But to be fair, I haven't actually paused. I haven't paused an episode of Demon Slayer to like look at an illustration, so I wouldn't actually know. Maybe it is super like simplistic, but a simplistic illustration is still an illustration. It would be very weird though. Yes, I agree. I also think it would look weird, like in real life. So, like, if you imagine like a real life moving object, a real life moving object loses details when it's moving. Like, look at my hand right now. My hand right now doesn't have that much like, you can't really see that much detail. Sure, when you pause it you can see the detail, but when you pause like this, it becomes basically an illustration, right? It's kind of like an illustration. Well, if you pause it, will it have detail? I don't know. Like, I don't know if the camera is like actually capturing it, but in theory, if you had like a fast enough camera, if you were like pausing it, you'd be able to see the detail. But if you like just like this, it loses detail, but it still looks fluid. It still looks correct. So like, I don't think like in animation, I think it works better for like animators. I think it'd look weird. It'd look a little bit weird if you could like see every image clearly, or at least I don't think it's a necessary thing. Which which you weren't saying, but I was like thinking. I was like thinking. Yeah, I guess I was thinking. It's like I was thinking, hey, I wonder, like, if you like if there an anime where like if you pause it, like, would that look weird? Because I was thinking, yeah, that might look weird. As in, like, it would look wrong, but maybe not. Actually, I think the butt would be there. This guy. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, it probably would look weird. You're right. You know, I guess what I'm doing right now is basically gesture drawing, I've realized. Or maybe it's figure drawing, actually. I don't know what's the difference between gesture drawing and figure drawing. Like, what's the true difference? I know they are different. I didn't know we humans are the dust. Oh, you mean like you didn't know like that dust is made up of like skin and stuff like that? Yeah, I learned that like a while ago, but it was really weird. I was like, is that's what it is? That's kind of like gross. I thought it was gross. I was like, ew. Yeah, they got a guy. They got a guy inside a perfectly closed room, and they cleaned, but there was still dust. I thought it was earth or sand. Yeah, yeah, me too. I thought it was like some sort of, or actually, I thought dust was like made out of cobwebs, actually. But nope, it's made out of people. Gross as it is, it's not actually as gross. It's not really that gross to me anymore, but it used to be gross to me. Maybe I'm a fake germaphobe. This leg is broken. Okay, hold on. That's a better leg. All right, here's another guy. Drawing a lot of guys now, huh? That looks straight out of a comic. Very cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'm using a reference from Patreon. I mean, not from Patreon, from Pinterest. They're saying fight back. Yeah, they are. I don't think bro is gonna win. Yeah, gesture drawing does make the pen feel more loose. I do feel more loose now. Although having a being loose isn't necessarily it. I guess it depends what you're trying to draw. For a more stiff pose, I don't know if being loose is will actually help you that much. Wait, you did gesture drawing? I mean, yeah, these are basically gesture drawings. I think the way that I actually went about drawing these drawings are very similar to gesture drawing, yeah. Yeah, I did gesture drawing in these cases right here. I think this drawing was less of a gesture drawing, but definitely these drawings were more gesture. You can see the difference in how fluid they are. You think being stiff can be beneficial? Yes, I think so. Of course, I do think that being stiff on purpose is really the thing that we're looking for. Being able to control when you are. I guess, yeah. Instead, I guess the opposite of the opposite of dynamic is not stiff, but it's static. So I think being static would can be helpful. But I wouldn't say that. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna give a complicated answer for no reason. Yeah, I think being able to do very solid and rigid lines is good. At least making it be on purpose. When you say yeah, it is. I've had enough talking explaining my point. Yeah, sometimes I can catch myself in when I'm getting to a point where sometimes I get to a point where I try and explain something way more in way too much detail that's way too convoluted than the question actually called for. Yeah, so yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I just I'd rather I don't want to be confusing, that's for sure. There's a lot that I can do that's not even answering the question. It's more just taking a point and stretching it even thinner than it needs to be. I think I'm good at that, which is probably not a good thing. No, you're not confusing the people in the chat. No, you're not confusing the people in the chat. They do confuse me. Fair enough. There are sometimes they are confusing. Sometimes people are confusing. Although that's why I work pretty hard to try and understand people. I want to be able to communicate. I want to make this head bigger. Can I make the head larger? Not too much larger, but I want to center the head and make it larger. How would I do that? See, that would be too large. Oh boy. Okay, so it'd be around the same size, maybe around this size, but I just want to expand it without making it look weird. I guess I don't. I just want to center it. Is really what I want to do. Does that look more centered? Yeah, I guess so. Hello, that one random viewer. Hello, Baracus. Seguin? Sanguine? Sanguine. I forgot the sanguine. Hello, Barack Obama. Hello, Rackus. Hello, Bara. Yeah, I'll just say Bara. Hello, Bara. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Is it going good? Hopefully it is. Lots of squishy girls in that thumbnail? Perhaps. Now an Obama joke. My day's fine. I don't even know how I got there. I just know that Barack is like Obama's first name. But yeah, hello. Yes, hello Zen. Welcome to the stream as well. How are you doing? Yes, there are plenty of girls in the thumbnail. Your day's fine, Noise. Did you draw? Have you drawn today? Although I suppose you, like, yeah. I realized that, like, not everyone who, like, watches my channel actually draws, which is, like, fine, actually. I think that's fine. You don't have to draw to appreciate art. I draw, but I just got up and still ticked off my last failure. Oh, it's still ticked off at my last failure. Wow, reading comprehension. I'm just terrible at that. I see. Yeah. That is kind of rough, yeah. It's been a while since I've actually gotten, like, upset at, like, a failure, though. I just try and take it as... I just take it as a learning opportunity. Which is, like, I guess... Honestly, I think that's, like, harder said than done. Or, wait, what the fuck am I talking about? It's easier said than done. What the hell am I talking about? Yeah, oh yes, it is harder said than done. No, it's harder done than said, I guess. Maybe that's what I was trying to say. Whatever. You know when, like, English is your first language and you still mess up horrendously? That's how I feel. All the time. Same, yeah. Do you think something can be harder said than done? Yeah. I think so, yeah. Can I think of an example? Yeah, I think there's some very obvious things that are probably, like, harder said than done. Although, right now my mind is blanking on them. I'm sure there is the existence of one thing that is harder said than done. I feel like it's very common to have something that's, like, harder said than done. Like, I feel like I'm just missing it. like once... Thunderstorm approaching? I don't know why, I just feel like it's like, yeah. something that like once someone says it, like I'll be like, aha, yeah, that makes sense. What? What the fuck is that? It was, yeah. No, for real, like 4 thunders in a row. Ooh. I like thunder though. I haven't heard thunder in a while. How is there 0 people? why did the reader just say there's 0 people watching? Not like as if like there can't, not like there has to be someone here, but over there, I'm watching my stream to like read the chat. So I don't know how that even happens. What is YouTube doing? Is it possible that there's more people here than I realize? Like if it says like there's like 14 viewers, is it possible like that there are more than 14 viewers? Maybe. Or shows just 1 viewer for you, not 3. Yeah, not 4. Interesting. My issue in drawing is that I want to draw girls purely aesthetic reasons. Fair enough. But I don't want to be lazy, so I draw dudes too. It's hard. I don't necessarily know why drawing dudes would be lazy though. You can totally just only draw girls. I mean, okay, maybe you caught me at an awkward time to be saying this, but as a person who like mainly draws guys, mainly draws girls. I think I've improved a lot just by drawing girls. You don't like, I don't think it's lazy to just draw what you want. If you think that if you're gonna end up drawing guys and you know that you're gonna eventually have to draw guys, or like that you want to eventually draw guys, then I mean you can learn if it'll benefit you. But if you feel like you'll just never like want to do that, then I mean you can do whatever you can. Yeah, you could just draw. Just draw girls. I don't think that'd be lazy or anything. I think when it comes to art, if you can help it, you should prioritize your like having fun and your happiness, or like at least doing whatever you like, doing what you want to do. Benito, you know how to balance line works? Oh, hello, Sophia's. Welcome to the stream. Do I know how to balance? Hello, Lily. Welcome to the stream. How's your day? Also, I'm not your father. Like line. Are you talking about like line weight? What do you mean exactly? I'm gonna lurk. Okay, goodbye. Or well, like I guess not exactly goodbye, but yes. Okay, goodbye, Lily. Line balance is like line balance is like the balance of the pose. I like for like not making the pose look awkward. I think I'm quite I think I could be pretty bad at like making an awkward pose or anything like that. I think I can be pretty bad at like making like a pose that looks weird or look like it's not balanced. I don't think I'm the best at that. I think I've gotten better. I think I'm like, okay, I'm average. I saw some guy that does corrections using it. I think I've gotten better, but yeah, I wouldn't say I'm the best or like that good. I'm okay. I am Okay. No, I don't really know it. No, I don't. Well, that's definitely not strange. You didn't mention your adopted son. First of all, yeah, well, Wiggly isn't a guy. And second of all, that's not my child. Singularity's adopted kid just decided that they were my kid. I mean, I know about, yeah, so like if you're asking if I know about like making a pose look balanced or like look like it has a good foundation, like on like standing on the ground, I would say I'm not that good at it. But I would say that I did know of it. But I didn't know what it was called. Adopted daughter then? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Singularity's adopted kid is like non-binary or something like that. So I think that's like neither. Huh. Oh no, knowledge on like that type of thing is not my strong suit. Which is why I just say like Lily or Singularity's adopted kid. Could you research it just if you wanna? Oh, just if you want. I think it'd be cool for your drawings. Sure. Most likely I do know of it. Most likely I know of it. I just don't actually. Yeah, most likely I know of it. I just don't have a proper idea of what it's called. Like I know about how I know about how like in a pose there is an amount, like there's a leg that's a load-bearing leg, and if the load-bearing leg isn't like firmly planted on the ground, the pose looks off and it looks like it can fall apart. That's the sketch is inaccurate. Where's the guy's penis? Why didn't you ask that about when I was drawing the girl's crotch? Are you sexist or something? Sexist, Calstorm. Wow, this is the first drug stream I'm learning from. Well, I'm glad it's of some use. Are you talking about like the load-bearing leg? Like in general, like if you look at this pose looks very very unstable. Why? Because the load-bearing leg would be this leg in the back, but the load-bearing leg isn't actually firmly planted on the ground. It looks like the person's falling, which because they are. I'm not drawing either of them, Calstorm. But yeah, any pose that's standing up, you need to have the load-bearing leg actually firmly planted on the ground, or else it'll look very awkward. It's important to learn to draw the genitalia. Well, I wouldn't say it's like, to be honest, I wouldn't say it's like that important. But Calstorm, let me just say, if it's any part of the body that I don't need to learn how to draw, like because I would consider myself decently good at it, It's the genitalia. I do not need to learn that. I think I've maybe not mastered it, but I think there are other things that are definitely a more pressing issue for me. Like just bodies in general. Kalstorm is indeed a sussy baka girl. But you know how to draw it? Of course I know how to draw it. You think I didn't? I don't know who you think I am, but I'm not a half-assed individual. You're a proud sussy baka, I see. The sneaky bull staring into my soul. Is it hard to draw it? Depends which one. I think the female anatomy is just harder. So like, yeah. I think drawing a guy's is easier. Yeah. Although I would say I'm better at drawing the females, yeah, a better drawing like females than guys. If we're talking about the genitalia. Even though the guys is easier, to be honest. What was the last time you drew genitalia? Did I finish a drawing yesterday? No. Well, yes, I did finish the drawing yesterday. No, yes, was it? It was yesterday, right? It was yesterday, so does that count? Probably not. 2 days ago. Because technically yesterday I didn't really work on anything. And today doesn't count because I actually didn't start working on that drawing at all, so... I'd have to say 2 days ago. Although, depending on how you define drawing it, I guess you can say today? Or yesterday? I don't know why, but every time I draw a guy, she has a massive bust. Like, I didn't even mean to. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit tricky to, like, get the proportions right. As you keep drawing, like, you'll get a better feel for it. Especially if you, like, keep that in mind. If you keep, like, the bust in mind, you'll be able to, like, do better. Dennis, why do people think you're a sus? But sus is just the scientific name for a pig? Maybe they're calling me a pig. Maybe they're genuinely calling me a pig. I mean, I don't oink, and I don't say... Yeah, I guess oink. What else does a pig say? But hey, maybe they are. I didn't know. I didn't know that was the scientific name for a pig. What are these questions? Who knows? Pigs are cool, though. They can eat everything. Pigs are very cool. Boars are very cool. Although, I would say I'm kind of slightly terrified of boars. Pigs are smart? Pigs are pretty smart, yeah. Don't like some people keep pigs as pets. And like I've heard like that pigs are like as smart as dogs. Pigs are pretty cute, I'm not gonna lie. Have you seen a pig? Come on, pigs are cute. I like pigs. Are pigs underrated? I think pigs are underrated. I like this face I've done. I drew the eyes first, which usually makes me draw the face badly, but today's face actually turned out pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I like this face. I've heard they're smarter than dogs and really stubborn. That's why they're hard to keep as pets. Oh, really? I didn't hear that. I thought they're like as smart, but not smarter. I guess they might be. I suppose they are. Not like I've done any pig research. You did what? You didn't do any eye guidelines? Yeah, for the eyes, I don't do guidelines. I mean, I'm drawing with pen anyways, so, I mean, yeah, when drawing with pen, your drawings kind of have to be, like, I suppose you can, like, yes, I do, like, if you rewind, you can probably see me doing guidelines, but I am using pen, so the guidelines that I do have to basically be the final, like, around the general shape of the final, like, drawing. And for eyes, I'm pretty good with eyes. I think I'm very used to drawing eyes, so I don't necessarily need to do guidelines. Like, I can probably draw an eye right, like, here, let me draw an eye without any guidelines. Yeah, I forgot you're using pen. Yeah, it's not like I don't really have the liberty to do any guidelines. And then let me bring in this. Me neither. I just watch random animal videos. Hey, that counts as research. You're a pigologist. Or maybe you're a zoologist. In any case, you have more knowledge than me, right? Very cool drawings, Dennis. Thank you. And then I'm just gonna bring in the... I found more anime mills. Nice, good for you. Yeah, so here's an eye without any guidelines. That's a pretty good eye, actually. I didn't expect it to turn out that well. Murderers feed their victims to pigs because pigs leave no evidence. Pigs are resourceful, I guess. Or rather, they're not stingy. My Gooner powers are increasing. There's Gooner powers. How goes the dentist? The dentist goes well. How goes the screen hermit? The dentist goes well. What? The hermit does good? Nice. I'm drawing. They turned out not that great, but it's better than not using... It's better than not using reference. Yeah, that's true. How I was doing. Nice. I almost spelled rap god. Fair enough. Okay, bring that like that. Bring that in. Have you done any drawings today, Screen Hermit? Mr. Hermit, sir. I'm working on my mature piece. Oh, right, I forgot about that. Nice. I should draw. I plan on making the harem to end all harems, but the MC hates romance. So it's his grand avoidance of said harem. That's actually interesting. Have I heard of something? No, I haven't heard of that before. Oh, yeah, that sounds interesting. Sounds funny. Have I heard that before? Dennis, do you think the MC belongs to a harem? Are you talking about mine? I wouldn't say so. shit, I did the wrong... Oh, God, oh no, I did the wrong eyes. I did the eyes in the wrong order. Okay, I guess her eyes are switched around, her eye colors. It doesn't really matter, but... The MC would eat the harem. Hey, he's not Kirby. Unless... Draw the man a bulge? He would. He does. He has the same amount of bulge as I would draw a female character with a bulge. I was just saying some joke idea, but you might do it. Honestly, maybe you should. You know, this is just a question. Does Denji in Chainsaw Man, does he have a harem? No, right? I wouldn't consider him like a harem, a person with a harem. And so if you don't consider Denji a person with a harem, then no, I would not consider the main character from my story as someone with a harem. Why does the man look like the punch he's throwing actually will hurt him more than whoever's punching? Yeah, this guy? He's actually tripping. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's supposed to be like tripping. Yeah, he does not know how to fight, I must say, unfortunately for him. Trip mid-punch, yes. Alright, stream 3 I popped into. Please give me a character. Mami, please give a character. Don't know who that is. Is that the... wait, I don't know, actually. I haven't really watched Fooly Cooly. Give a character... I assume you mean like the type of lips that like, Garnet has? Like that type of lips? Like the plump lips. I mean Garnet from Steven Universe, or like, what's another character with the like lips like that? Jeez, I don't know. Maybe like Luz from the Owl House. Is that her name? Luz. Fish lips. Must have stubbed a toe on his balls of steel. They must have been low. Let me see. Hold on. He tripped on his own balls. Dennis, have you done lip study? I kind of have, yeah. I guess it'd just be like this. If I had to draw like really plump lips, it'd be like something like this. Although I think a lot of my lips is defined. Yeah, when I'm defining my lips, it's defining the shading, rather than the actual lines. So it'd be like something like this. Oh, hold on. This doesn't necessarily work anymore. Put hair on his nipples? I don't think I will. I think the shading for this could have been... Because, like, the shading is... I wouldn't say... How about doing them without shading? Let me try it again. Something like this doesn't necessarily work. I guess it kind of works. Yes, a streamer finally drew them. My mission is finally complete. I can chill now. Fooly Cooly. Dennis, would you be frustrated at adding too much details on... Would I be frustrated adding them? Probably not. Like, if I were to do it, if I'm doing hyperrealism, like, I guess I would assume that I'd like enjoy it. No, I don't think I would. Like, I'm not the type... I could work on an illustration for a very long time. Like, if I have to, if I'm actually interested in it, I will. But in general... What was I gonna say? Huh? Oh yeah, in general, probably not. No, I just don't like to spend too long on illustration. But if I want to, I will. I don't place that much importance on like illustration in general. So it feels like a waste of time for me to spend a long time on illustration. But like for hyperrealism, I would say that would be like a pretty important drawing because of like how much effort we need to go into it. So yeah, I probably would I wouldn't like mind putting a lot of time into it. Okay, I'm done with this page. It's been 3 hours. Okay, not too bad. It's 4:42 p.m. Do I have anything else to do today? I think I'm gonna start. I need to edit a video. This is the wrong page, but whatever. This is not the page I need to be on. Actually, I'm gonna change the page. I need to be on this page and then flip it. Should I mark the date? Actually, I should probably just mark the date every time I change page. That way it's not too confusing for me. All right. I'm feeling like drawing Noma, so I think I'm gonna draw Noma. Or so I say, but will I actually? To draw Noma. How about I just do one of these drawings? There's nothing actually here. Okay, how about I do one of these drawings? This poses. This poses. This poses. This pose. None of these poses are Noma-like. Please help me. I'm trying to decide. Street baddie girl or kawaii Japanese cute core girl. You know, street core is cool. I'd say that's like kind of like almost not exactly like a tomboy, but I feel like that's like a cool character design. Whereas the other one is cute. Cute versus cool. They're both pretty cool. I mean, they're both pretty cool. No. What I'm trying to say is. How about cool? How about go with cool? You know, I think my gut says cute, but like I don't know. I think my gut says cute. My heart says cool. The amount of sus art I had to go through to find a reference I wanted makes me feel unclean. If that makes you feel unclean, then what about me? What's that say about me? Certain times I feel like, oh no. So certain times I feel like, wait a minute, there's a safer work drawing in my NSFW drawing folder. There's like, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to say like most of it is NSFW. The amount of safer work art I have to scroll through to do any like drawings on videos makes me feel like wholesome. It makes me feel nice and like nice and clean. Well, first I was looking around for poses / outfits that would work for a mature channel. Oh, for the mature channel. Yeah, I struggle a lot with finding a pose that's like, wait a minute, like, should I actually draw this on a video? That's like, though I'm doing is still gonna be clothes. I'm settled for a swimsuit. Fair enough. Try finding a reference for baggy shirts for girls. Are you saying for you? Like, you're struggling to find that reference, or Screen Hermit? I mean, you know, that probably would be a little bit more difficult than I'm thinking. It's a little bit more like there are some references that are a little bit more difficult to find than you'd originally think. Okay, I think I'll do this drawing for Nomo. Dennis, have you drawn fisheye perspective? No, I have not. I'm saying it's hard to find clean ones. Really? Bright edible page. I see. But doesn't paper look like it'd be tasteless? I'm curious, and since I'm already unclean, I might as well look it up. I don't... It doesn't follow why any of them would be, like, dirty. Let me go to Pinterest. Let me see. Why would it be dirty? I do not understand. Oh, baggy shirt. No, not baggy shirt for women. How about just baggy shirt woman? Like there was this trend where the girls would pull their shirt back to show their bust. True. Hello, my coworker's Instagram showed me an overly freaked out movie, and now I'm a bit traumatized. I see. I looked up anime girl baggy shirt. Okay, how about I do that? Yeah, I looked up baggy shirt woman. And it was pretty chill. How about anime girl baggy shirt. I'm not gonna lie. This is chill. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really see anything. I'm looking this up with using Pinterest, by the way. So maybe it's like what I'm searching for. Is that AI? Seems like AI. Is this even anime? I don't know if I'd even consider this one anime, to be honest. What? This is anime. That's for sure anime. Maybe my search results are overly cursed. And I'm using Pinterest. This is a pretty chill one. I mean, yeah, I don't really see any ones that are like. Maybe this one. I wouldn't even say this one is like actually suggestive. I mean, maybe around like the chest. But to be fair, I don't think the folds would do that. I don't think that those folds look like correct, but yeah. What's your favorite anime? You say that like that's just like a thing that people have. I'll use Microsoft Bing. Naturally. Well, I don't have Microsoft Bing, especially on like right here, so. Unfortunately. Hello, Ali. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Okay, so let me see. Like that. Like that. I also had to look up a bunch of nude pics for skin rendering reference. And at that point, anime is no more hentai. And at that point, anime is no more, and hentai takes its place. I mean, yeah, I think that makes sense. To be fair, is there any nude pics that is like manga style that's not hentai? Probably not. That seems like a conflict of interest if there was. Mine will be. I mean, fair. Well, fog are often covering them. Fair, actually. That's true. To be fair, I mean, hentai is like moving, and still pictures are not hentai. But what would you call like a still picture? I have no idea. Listen, some people have favorite animes, okay? Well, clearly you do. Don't judge, Dennis. I don't judge. Dennis, would you like to draw things meant just to be used for references? Yeah, sometimes I guess. Yeah. If you're talking about like a picture that's like meant, yeah, not for like training or yeah, like literally like a study. How would I say that? Like a tutorial type of image where it's like supposed to be like studied or something like that, or like learned from. Yeah. I think I did do that kind of. I don't really use them anymore, but I used to. I think. By the way, Dennis, you can change. Can you change the drawing on the side? It's been there for many streams. I mean, I can change it, but there wouldn't be any other draw. Like, I can flip the book. It's just there's nothing there. It'll just be a blank page. Oh, I could just flip it to like a yeah. I didn't put there. Yeah, this drawing isn't actually here to actually. It's not there to show off the drawing. It's. I guess there's this page. Yeah, it's not there to show off a drawing. It's just there because that's the most recent page that I've been on. Got some like different horns there. I love it. Well, that's good. Now the ducks will expand to that blank page. I'm not drawing any more ducks. Oh no, my page is squishing. Have I drawn Fuda before? No. And if your next question is, do you plan to? No, also. And if your question is, will you ever? I don't know. Are those the only 2 pages you filled in? There are other pages. Let me see. I don't even know what book this is. Oh, here's a page. Would you draw them if you were commissioned? Well, I mean, a commission is a commission, so yeah, I suppose. Oh, what if I commission a Fuda? Well, it's a commission, so. What the hell are jorts? What are jorts? better start coughing up that dough for the Fuda. I will say though, I mean, most like jean shorts. Then I guess they are, yeah. What would you consider your coloring level to be, like your understanding? Because whenever I draw, I know a lot about coloring. I think, yeah, I think I consider myself an. Let me curb it. A 7 on like a coloring scale. And then when it comes to drawing it, I think I'm pretty bad. on... I'm pretty bad by, like, with coloring on paper. I'm pretty okay with... I'm pretty okay with coloring on, digital. Yes, that's what it's called. Hello, Lily. Also, not your father, but hello, hello. Not your dad, but go off, I guess. That's very cool. Oh, the Noma pose is great. Thank you. I'll have the picture done today if all goes well. That's nice. That's nice. I'm interested to see what you've cooked up. Well, since it's near November, I had to do TB. Fair enough. TB is a cool character. Near November. Oh, it is November. Wait, yeah, I was like, wait, isn't it October? Wait, yeah, it's November. Huh. Why are legs so flippin' hard? Mine always look like sticks. I mean, in general, legs tend to have this type of, well, it depends if you're drawing a guy or a girl, but, like, in general, legs have, like, this type of shape. Hold on, that's kind of a broken leg. Okay, like, yeah, like that. They start off thick, get thin, and then they follow this type of trend. Do you like Nier Automata? Yeah, I like it. Yeah, November, me and CJ are screwed. Is that so? Rip for you guys. In any case. Rip for you guys. Thanks for the tip. No problem. CJ is a guy named CJ. I think he's in Discord, or at least he used to be in Discord. Maybe he's not in Discord anymore. I had a Filipino classmate called CJ in primary school. Primary school. He was hella sporty. Nice. Yeah, I played Nier Automata. It was good. I haven't finished it. Like a lot of other things. Why haven't I finished it? Because I'm drawing. Duck doodle? No, I'm not doing any duck doodles. I told you, after I finish that page, I'm not doing any more duck doodles. I never said I'd do more duck doodles if I changed the page. I didn't say that. I said after this page is done, no more. Is what I said. First of all, I'm not your dad. Second of all, no. thought you said duck ditties. I'm so sorry. Duck ditties is a new species of thing. No, Rapdog was talking to you. At the very least, I know Rapdog wasn't talking to me, because Rapdog already asked me that question earlier, I think. Although my memories could be mixed up. I tend to mix up memories a lot. Time is not good for me. I think I'm pretty good at directions when it comes to space. Space? I don't know why I said like that. I'm good at directions when it comes to space, but when it comes to time, that's the direction, that's the coordinate, the type of coordinate that I'm just not good at that. What is that? What is it good at that? I just want to stutter at that. I'm such a professional at stuttering. Good rat. Good rat. Good rat. Good rat. Good rat. Good rat. Good. Don't know why. I'm having fun with that. It's kind of weird to me. Wait, what? Oh, you're right at both directions in time. Rip. What was your message? Wait, 7/16/25? That's my birthday? Wait, huh? That's nice. Wait, what? That's when you were born? You could collect more remnant IRL? What? Okay, goodbye, Killstone? Making garlic bread, who wants some? It's kind of weird to me that some VTubers pretend to be little girls, especially with their audience. I don't know if they're pretending to be little girls. Like, I don't know. I don't exactly have an opinion on it. Although there's a lot of things I just don't have an opinion on, so. Of course. You know, actually, I take back what I said. I think the VTuber community is way too broad for me to actually make a statement like that. Where it's like, I'm generalizing. By the way. Okay, so I get her hair like that, and then she has the bun, and then the bun turns into the hair in the back. Okay, I see that. Understood. Thank you, past me, for making that very clear and very easy to understand. Actually, forget little girls. I hate it when I see a super girly VTuber and press on them, but I hear a man's voice. Yeah, I also don't really have an opinion on that either. I mean, that like probably is better marketing. I think most people would rather watch, and I'm saying this like in a very broad sense, you know. I think most people tend to want to watch female VTubers more than male VTubers. Um, so I mean, it makes sense, honestly. And if you think, if you think about it, when you're playing as a when you're playing a video game, or a lot of guys, I feel like a lot of guys prefer to play as females rather than males. Not as though like they identify as females, but they just simply like to play as the character that is female. So, you know, taking that in mind, I think it makes perfect sense like that a guy would like have a model, have an avatar that is a woman, because well, that's like what people have been doing. I find that hilarious when it happens to me. There are some cases where it's like we're like, wait, huh? I mean, yeah, in general, I tend to like expect a guy. It is kind of funny, yeah. I mean, I expect a girl, you know, if you see like a female avatar. It is shocking though. How did I draw her hair again? Okay, so her like does that, like, I guess flicks up like that. Then essentially it just goes like that. Dennis, why do you think people like to play as female? Because I think people just generally like to look at female characters. I think in general, people like looking at female characters more. If it's kind of like if you're gonna play a game, you probably would rather like look at the thing that you would like rather you'd rather look at your preference like more than like not your preference. So if you rather look at like females, then like that's probably gonna be like the character that you play as. I would assume. It depends what type of person you are. If you're the type of person that like really connects to the character and really tries to get in character and really like self-inserts into whatever you're playing, you're probably gonna play as like the thing that like looks more like you or like that you can relate to more. But if you're just playing, if you're not the type of person that like self-inserts into like a piece of media or something like that, you're probably gonna play as like a girl because that's just what you prefer to look at. Of course, there are like other factors. Like for instance, assuming like other people around you are people that like judge a lot, you probably are less likely to play as a female because you don't want to be judged. But like in general, I would assume, yeah. So like I guess it depends on your culture. It depends on like a bunch of different things. The reason why is probably because you just like to look at women. The most unique I've found so far is a dude with cow horns in a bikini, in a bikini mod stream crunching chips. Interesting. That's a combination of stuff. What? Well, maybe like that. A dude with cow horns in a bikini mod stream crunching chips. Like, what's a bikini? You know what? I just assume it's a stream where like you're playing a game in a bikini mod crunching. Yeah, okay, I guess. Interesting. Mid-stream, sorry. I don't know. Are you talking about like that stream that you saw, or are you talking about this stream? In a bikini. Oh, okay. Let me go this again. So the most unique one I found so far is a dude with cow horns in a bikini midstream crunching chips. Crunching chips. What? Okay, wait. So the guy's in a bikini with cow horns eating chips. Honestly, you know, I'm happy for him. Okay, that's done. Now for clothes. Clothes. Right, no, of course, clothes. So what am I gonna do for clothes? I didn't actually think that far ahead. For clothes, I'm of course gonna do no. So what I am gonna do is this. I'll just put it in normal clothes, I suppose. The online crunching of those chips was so distracting. I'll shut up about the guy. No problem. I don't know why you're saying sorry. You're telling a story. Yeah, when it comes to streams, actually, I'm not that big like of a watcher of like streams in general, so I haven't encountered like many streamers. Yeah, whether that's like the VTuber community in general, yeah, I haven't like watched many VTubers, to be honest. Like I've checked out some what are they called? Some Hololive VTubers. I think I've checked out some I don't even know. There's like a bunch of other companies or whatever. Yeah, in general, I just never really got into it. Not even because like it's a like a not even because I find like any flaws in it. It's just like I think I just rather watch other things. Like in the end, it's really just a streamer. Like yeah, VTubers are just streamers that are like have a VTube like a an avatar. So I mean, as someone who doesn't really watch streams in general, I think it makes sense that I probably wouldn't watch like a VTuber either. I sort of just surf their streams and laugh at them. I'm a mad lad. I mean, I guess. Hey, if streams make you happy, then that's good. Yeah, I just never really ended up like watching that many streams. Although like the streams that I would watch is like, let me see. There's a Hololive member named Ina. I did watch her streams because she used to draw, right? So I look at a lot of artists. So like if an artist is streaming and I like their art, then I'm gonna watch their stream. I just watch your streams and the guys I comment to you about just for the laughs. I mean, fair enough. Oh, that guy, that other guy. Yes. I remember. Okay. I was like, wait, I didn't completely understand what you were saying, but yes, I understand what you're saying now. Like I said, I'm bad at reading comprehension. No, that's good. Yeah, that's good. My eye bothers me. Yeah, the only thing I can understand from that thing is something about love or like. I don't know what that means exactly. Is that I like the drawings? Is that what? I assume that word down there is drawings. Something about nothing. Something about nothing. So like the first sentence means, or not the first sentence, but the first thing. Oh, I don't understand anything, but I like your drawings. Oh yes, I like it. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like my drawings. Hello, Homu. I recently found a thick robo AI themed VTuber. She's funny and she sounds super robotic. That's cool. I think yeah, actually I haven't seen. I probably don't know who you're talking about. I've seen some like a robot VTuber. I used to watch I think her name is Cecile or C. I don't know if it's Cecil or if it's Cecile or Cecile or something like that. She's like a robot VTuber. Although she doesn't have a voice change or anything like that. I think she's like Greek or something. Wait, is that the right way to say it? Like, yeah. I really like her. I really liked her art, so I used to watch her a lot. She's like the only robot VTuber I really know. There's like that moth VTuber. What's her name? Yeah, it's not coming to me. No hablo español. I don't speak Spanish. No, I don't speak Spanish at all. Okay, well, I guess at all is probably an overstatement, but I don't remember names. Fair enough. Um, um, I could only, I only read and write. Is that what that is? Oh boy, I genuinely, yeah. Guess some Spanish. I can read. But I'm bad at listening. Ah, that's fair. You're bad at listening, and I'm bad at talking, so this is not gonna go well. But I'm glad you like my drawings. I appreciate that. By the way, hold on. I need to bring in her loincloth like that, which should wrap around her body like this. And then the loincloth would probably just like end up falling down here and just like going on the ground. And then you'd probably just assume it'd do the same thing over here. Sorry to interrupt. Is it a sketch? It is a sketch, yes. I can speak some Japanese. That's as much as I know about other languages, to be honest. About it making grammatically correct sentences and talking. You're pretty good at making grammatically correct sentences, though. Perhaps it's different when you're talking, but like when it comes to typing, your sentences are basically as good as mine. Which, yeah, so I think you're pretty good. Yeah, this is a sketch. I'm just sketching. I don't, let me see. Yeah, I don't do any finished drawings when it comes to traditional art. On traditional art, I don't do any finished drawings. It's only sketches on traditional. Yeah, I can't speak any Japanese. Okay, when I say any, also that's like also a stretch. I can't speak Japanese. I know like a few words, but again, the words that I do know is mostly from. Well, okay, I won't actually. I did do some. I did do some amount of like learning when it comes to Japanese. Like I have tried to learn Japanese, outside of anime. So that's probably not, that's incorrect to say that I don't know anything like any words like outside of anime, but the most like language I've learned has been. That's probably not true. I think I've learned more like on my outside studies actually. I know that Yume is and even though I'm not saying with an accent, I know that like Yume is like famous. Yume. I also know that, what is it like? Oh, look, I know umai. I know oishi and I know umai. I think oishi des means it's tasty. And I also know that umai is also like delicious or something like that. How long have I been drawing? I've been drawing for 8 years. Cool. I live in Italy, so I speak Italian and I'm learning English with videos and live streams. Oh, nice. Good job. Well, you're doing good with like your typing. I can speak some Japanese, right? Grammar is optional when in an informal setting. As far as I can see, Rapdog, your grammar is acceptable. Yeah, Rapdog's grammar is good. Okay, thank you. Let you spoke Spanish. I'm sorry. Dennis is answering the question he posed himself as if he were on trial. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I just want to be correct when I'm talking. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I don't speak any, but like, am I too semantical for my own good? Finally, my mouth has been cut open. YouTube wasn't letting me type. Why? I wonder why. Hello, I admit you are better. Welcome to the stream. Hello, better than me. Is semantical a word? Semantical. Is that a word? It sounds like such a weird word that just doesn't sound like a real word. Yes, it is. Huh. Because I swear I just made that up. I have a good question. How are you good at drawing hands? The I wouldn't say I'm the best, but the way that I got better at drawing hands is by looking at references of hands and breaking down the hand into easy to understand shapes. So, for instance, I break the hand down into these simple shapes, which is like the palm. I know that the thumb comes out like this in this general shape. I know that the rest of the hand is like this. I break down where the fingers are gonna be, and I just go from there. Okay, this is gonna be a crappy hand, because this is more like an example hand than any hand I'm like doing in a pose, but yeah, okay, this hand is kind of bad, but yes. Well, actually, that's probably not where the... Yeah, that line probably more goes up to the thumb, but yeah. It's easy, but not for me. My respects. Yeah, a lot of... There are a lot of techniques that people use that works for them, but not for like you. So like, there's a lot of techniques that I saw in videos that worked for other people, but it just didn't work for me. I had to find like techniques that worked for me. Anybody know how to grow calendulas? Do you use your own hand as reference? I think if you're looking for a specific hand pose, yes, you can use your hand as reference. And so I would say that yes. I don't commonly use my hand as reference, though sometimes I will. I think, yes, using your own hand as reference is pretty good to do. These fingers need to be taller. Like, these fingers in the middle should be like a little bit higher, like probably like this tall, like this much taller. I'll do it. I'll see if I can actually get it to like better. Oh, nice. Yes, yes. What the heck is a calendula? How to go calendula? What is that? Calendula. Am I even saying that right? What language is that? What does that mean? Use your own hand as a reference, but you got spider fingers? Is that like long fingers? But I'm a very plain person, not that interesting. It's hard to think of something you like. I mean, don't you like? I mean, it's maybe I'm thinking of like hobbies, but when it comes to things that you like, Rap Dog, isn't it? I mean, like you ask questions. Maybe you like information, or maybe just like learning stuff, or like learning how people work, maybe, or like learning how people think, perhaps. And like, so you say you like don't like that much, but I mean, that's a very broad. Like, if it is the case that you do like how people like think, that's a pretty broad topic. You play bass and I assume you mean drums? I'm just a weeb metalhead who plays bass and drums. Honestly, I love the bass. I love bass. Bass is just super cool. Like the bass ties together the song really well. Yeah. I love bass. The bass good? No, I know about. Oh, what am I stupid? No. I thought when you say who plays bass and draws, I thought you were trying to say you play bass and drums. But you bet you played bass and you also draw. Again, reading comprehension. You know, both English and Spanish, I've been... Oh, you pronounced it right the last time? Calendula. Do you like crochet? I don't crochet now. Both English and Spanish. I've been doing Spanish for 2 years and I still know basically nothing. Oh no. You know, I feel like there's a lot of people who consider themselves boring people that aren't actually that boring. I guess it just depends on like what you consider boring or not. Like what's boring to one person may not actually be boring to another person, which is like, I guess that's common. I don't know what I'm talking about, but still. To say I can play as Gracious, I struggle to play bass. Oh. Okay, I think this drawing is about done. Honestly, I think after I finish with this drawing, I think I'm just gonna end the stream. Because first of all, I'm getting kind of hungry. Second of all, I have something I need to do before I go to sleep. And also, yeah, I want to go to sleep early, and I got to actually go to sleep pretty early last night. Like I went to sleep at 11, which is like really good actually. So I'd like to sleep early, which needs me to get everything done early. It's like 5:30, which is pretty good to like finish, I think. It's like almost been 4 hours, so yeah. Thank you, no problem. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. I appreciate you guys being here. Speaking of, I need to manage my hair. My hair's all curly right now. My hair's all squiggly. It's gone snake-like. It's gone serpentine. Your art is definitely unique to you, which makes it so great. Yeah, but like I feel like everyone's art is kind of like unique, right? If my uniqueness in art is what makes me great, then like I feel like then artists must just be interesting too. And the swimsuit has been giving me a hard time. Swimsuits are pretty difficult, yeah. Kind of. It depends how like complicated it is. Is it like just a bikini or like something else? Well, my art seems to be a little anime generic. Is it really? I mean, how is my art unique then? Or like, I don't know. Do you stream on Twitch or only on YouTube? I only stream on YouTube. Although the link to the description is the link to the Discord is in the description of the stream. I announce when I'm gonna stream on on Discord. But yeah, I only stream on YouTube. Although maybe in the future that may change. Like I might start to stream on different platforms eventually, but like more so in the sense that like I'll dual stream. Like I'll stream 2 places at the same time, rather than like one or the other. But for now, I'm gonna stick to YouTube. I'd say some people have more unique styles than others. Maybe. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, I've definitely seen some unique art styles. Is mine really that unique? Anyways, yeah. So thank you very much. Thank you, Screen Hermit. And I guess thank everyone, all of you, for coming to the stream. I am basically done. Do I have anything else to do with this? Hold on. Let me do some color. I didn't know my style was unique. I just think it's a mess. I think everyone has a unique style, yeah. In general, I think people's styles, like, I think in general people's styles are unique. I think their uniqueness comes out more once they the better you get at art is the more your art style will shine. What pencil do you use? Mine keeps breaking. I don't use a pencil. I'm using a pen. Hello, Loopy Boy. Welcome to the stream. But the pencil that I do use is a Graph Gear 500 0.5 from Pentel. If I were to use a pencil, it would be that. But I don't use pencil. Like, I haven't used the pencil today. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to like mechanical pencils or anything else, they tend to break pretty easily. You have to have a very light touch on them, or else they're gonna break. But yes. I guess I'll say my goodbye, because that's about it. I'm done. I like this hair that I've done, actually. I've been drawing Noma with this hair, and I like how it's been turning out. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. And I'll see you guys later. Alrighty. Goodbye. Cool Noma drawing, thank you. Yeah, I've been liking that hairstyle as well. Thank you, yes. I'll see you guys. Oh, yeah, thank you. I'll see you. Goodbye. Wait, no, okay.